Hello friends, today we will discuss about generators, which is a part of advanced Python tutorial. Now what do you mean by generator? Generator, a simple function which returns an iterable set of item one at a time. Let's say if I take the example for I in range up till 10 and I'll print this I. Now when I run this function, here I get 0 to 9. Now if I increase up to 100 and when I run this function, as soon as I have given this 100, it seems that I have already fed it in this and it is generating by itself. इसको देख के हमें ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि एकदम से मैंने 100 दिया और रिजल्ट में मुझे 99 मिल गया. अगर अब मैं इसमें लेट्स से 1 लाख देती हूँ और मैं इसको प्रिंट करती हूँ, वी हैव सीन इट हैज आइटरेटेड देन जनरेटेड, then iterated and then generated. Now if I increase 4 zeros and when I run this, iterating, generating, it never takes the memory. See, it's still iterating and generating the values. So you can see it's still iterating and generating. That means it never takes the memory on the system at one place. It just keep iterating and generating. It works on the fly. Now it's still iterating. I'll stop here. So we can say this range is itself a generator. And it is a memory efficient when we need to deal a large data set because it works on the fly. And if all the memory has been kept in a system, it makes the system slow. That's why generator comes into existence. Now let's see how to make a generator. It's a very simple function. Here I'll write def generator and here I'll use the keyword yield 10, then another yield word 20. Here we can use return, print or yield. In generator we need to use only yield. And if I use here yield 30 and then I'll make an object g is equal to, I'll call the function generate and when I print this, it will return the generator object. Now instead of yield, I'll put return 10 and when I run this, I'll get the simple value 10. So with this, generator is a kind of function which returns the generator object. Now when I delete this return and here when I put a for loop for I in G, print I. Now let's run this. I'll get 10, 20, 30. Because in this loop it will iterate first and go to this yield object. We are iterating this generator using this for loop. Apart from this for loop, we can also write as v is equal to next of g and then we will print this v. Now when I run this program, here we get just the 10. So as soon as I have returned this next, it calls the generator and it processes this 10 and stops here. Now when I call this next again and when I run this program, here after printing this 10, it will pause here and then it will go to this next which says to call the another next function which yield for 20 so that we will get 20. And when I call this next function again, let's rub this. And when I call this function again, here it will return 10, 20 and then 30. Now after that, if I call this function one more time and we'll run this program. Here it raises the error with stop iteration. Why? Because it says there is only 3 yield over here. So when I have called this function with 3 next, it has given me these 3 values 10, 20, 30. But when I called for the 4th time, it will raise an error with stop iteration. Now the question arises, when I called these yield with the help of for loop, we got 10, 20, 30 in our answer. Because for loop internally handles this. Now let's take another example where I'll define def generate 2, and here I'll take num as argument, and here I'll print the statement printing generator value. Then I'll apply while loop num greater than 0, and then it will yield num. Then we will decrement the value num is equal to num minus 2. Let's create the object with the help of cd is equal to, we will call the function generate 2, and in num we will have the value as 20. Now when I run this program, here it is not returning anything. Instead I have given this print statement. It's not working. Give a thought, why is it not working? Because generator creates the reference only, and actual work starts when next is called. That's why we say that generator always creates a value on fly. Now if I call this value, let's say v is equal to next of cd, and when I print this, what we will get? Now this time it is not only printing the statement printing generator value, and also it is returning the value 20. Now I'll call this again, and when I run this program, we will get 18. Once again we should get 16, but also the statement has been printed. Now let's comment this, and instead of yield I'll write return. Now when I run this, here I got the statement printing generator value, and instead if I have return yield and run the program, we will not get any print statement because generator creates the reference only. Now let's see how we can create Fibonacci values with the help of generator. Here we have also created Fibonacci with the help of iteration, recursion and memoization. Now we will also see how to create Fibonacci value using generator. So for this I'll make function def Fibonacci, and here I'll have a num in my arguments, and here we will have a and b to be defined as 0 and 1. Hope you remember Fibonacci. First value 0, then 1, then the third value is used to be the plus of last two values, which is 1, then 2, then 3 and then 5. So we will initialize the value with AB as 0 and 1. Then I'll give while condition A value should be less than num, and here it will yield A. And then we will take A as B and the B value as A plus B. Then I'll call the loop for I in Fibonacci. This time we will take for 10 and we will print I. Now when I run this program, so with the help of generator we can easily create Fibonacci values. So you can see first value is 0, then 1, and the sum of 0 plus 1 we got 1. So here the addition of last two values returns the next value. That's what we did over here. B value was given to A and A plus B value given to B. And then we have iterated so as to return Fibonacci. We will delete this and let's see for both function. In one of the function, we will have a list and the other function we will create using generator. So first I'll define def func underscore list, and here I'll have the size where we will have an empty list. I'll define it by lis is equal to empty list, and here we will have num is equal to 0. Now let's give the condition while num should be less than size. As soon it will pass this condition, list will append the value num, and num is equal to num plus 1. And then we are supposed to return list. When I'll call this function for 10, print, let's run the program. Here we got all in the form of 0 to 9 in the list. Let's define for generator also. I'll take def here func list, instead of list I'll say generate, and here we have size. Here also we will take num is equal to 0. Then we will define the condition while num is less than size, and as it is a generator, it is supposed to use the keyword yield num, and then num is equal to num plus 1. Here I have used the same functions, but one for list and the other for generator. Now we will see which is memory efficient and which is not. So let's go through it. First I'll print func list, and here I'll give 10, and here I'll define the function sum. Let's do same for generator also. Now let's run the program. We got the same sum because it was in list and it was in generator, just we wanted the sum value. Now instead of sum, I want to know the memory size. So I'll use the sys dot get size of, same in generator, and before that I need to import sys. Now let's run the program. Here you have seen for the list I have given just the value 10, and here it has returned the value 92, and for the generator it's 56. That's why we say generator as memory efficient. Here we have given 10 value. Let's see for 1000. For both I'll give the value as 1000, and let's run the program. Here you can see for the list it says it will take the memory as 4508 for the list, while for generator it takes 56, which is quite memory efficient. Now let's use list comprehension. For this I'll delete, and for list comprehension I need to take a function name generate, and here I need to give the for loop I for I in range up to 10, and I want the value which are divisible by 5. Same I'll do for list value. I'll copy this and write over here list I for I in range 10, and if I divisible by 5 it should return me the list. But if you want the list value, just you need to put square brackets. Now we will print sys dot get size of. It's not returning me here, so I need to import sys first. Import sys, so that as soon as I give dot it will return get size of, and here I'll give my function name generate. Similarly I'll do for list. Here I'll take 100 for both, and when I run the program, here you can see for generator it's memory efficient, it's returning me 56, while for the list it's 128, which is high as compared to generator. So we have seen generator is a memory efficient. Now let's see for the time processing of generator as compared to list. So I'll delete this and we'll make a program def. Here I'll make the same function diff underscore by underscore 5 and in argument num. If num is divisible by 5, then it should return true, otherwise false. With this I'll give our input which has the range of 100. Here I'll write xyz equal to I for I in input if div underscore by underscore 5 has I. Now for measuring time, I'll import time IT. With the help of time IT module, we will measure time of generator, and here I'll write time IT dot time IT, and inside this I'll take completely this so as to measure the time, and here we will define number is equal to 500. Now let's run the function so as to know the time of this generator. We got 0.0003. Now let's see for list. For that I just need to put square brackets. We will run the function and here we can see we got for the list 0.008, while for the generator it was 0.0003. Now we will increase 2 more zeros and we will see for the list it's 0.926. Now we will see for the generator. I just need to change the parenthesis. Now I'll run the function. I got 0.03. So you can see generator function is not only memory efficient but also time efficient. Now if we iterate this generator expression here for I in xyz, it will take the same time as taken by list comprehension. Here see for the generator function it's taking 1.090. Now I'll change it to list square bracket, and when I run this program it is roughly somewhat equal to generator expression. So here it ends with generator expression. Next I'll be coming up with decorators. So hope you liked the video. So please give a like to my video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.